3 little letters, EAB, can cause havoc on our tree-lined streets.
So what that is and what you can do about it from the expert at Ryan Lawn and Tree. There is something in your neighborhood, and if you're not aware of it and you're not staying on top of it, it could change the entire look of your street. We're talking about the emerald ash borer, and the doctor is in today, again, making another house call, Dr. Rodney St. John, and let's talk a little bit about this. Tell us again about the emerald ash borer, or EAB for short.
Okay, so EAB, it's a beetle that came over from Asia, and it was first detected in Detroit around 2002, and it was first detected in the Kansas City area around 2012, and since then it's kind of spread out to all the counties in the metro area. Wow. And it's a small little beetle, and it lays its eggs on the outside of the tree, and then the worms or the larvae get under and feed underneath the bark, and they move back and forth, and it cuts off all the nutrient flow and the water flow in the tree, so the tree basically starves to death and can't grow. The downside is it starts at the top of the tree, so you really don't see the damage until the tree is fully infested.
So is it too late then? I mean, if it starts up there and we don't notice it until it's down here, is that too late?
If you don't notice it until it's down here, it is too late, absolutely.
Wow, so what do we do about that? I mean, how can we combat it?
We want to prevent it before we get it.
Right.
And that's the best thing. And so I think where people have problems is they don't know whether or not they have an ash tree in their yard. And so with white ash, they commonly get a disease called ash flower gall, and that's these little balls, you know, the flower galls get deformed like this, and you can see them throughout the entire tree. So if you see those on your tree, you probably got a white ash. There's green ash, purple ash, there's tons of ash trees in the metro.
Right.
So if you see that, you know you got a white ash, I would call and get somebody to come out and take a look at it and give you some treatment options or pruning options. If you don't know whether you got a green ash or another type of ash, call a professional. Call us. We can come out and help you figure out what type of ash tree you have in your yard.
Is this everywhere in town?
It's everywhere in town. It's in every county of the metro. And like I said, it started in Wyandotte County, but it is spread out to all the counties in the metro. And there, you know, if we look at this cul-de-sac, for example, here, there's 5 ash trees over there, and there's 6 ash trees down there. If these people don't do something about this emerald ash borer and their ash trees, it's going to drastically change the shape of this cul-de-sac. It's going to ruin the appearance of this cul-de-sac. So we really need to do something proactively before all these trees die.
It really sounds devastating.
It is going to be devastating.
You know, and when we were talking about it before, when I was a kid, and you had Dutch elm.
Right.
And it's a similar sort of thing. It changes everything.
It does change everything, and it's the exact same type of scenario as Dutch elm disease.
Yeah.
The good thing about this is there are treatment options, where with Dutch elm disease, there wasn't a treatment.
Once it happens, it happens.
Right. Yep.
Well, good. Well, we're going to take a good look at the trees. That's one way to know if you even have it, and then call a professional like Ryan Lawn and Tree and get it fixed before it's a problem.